Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Deni. If you are brand new, thank you for stopping in. If you're an oldie but goodie, welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about skincare, one of my favorite topics, and specifically we're going to be talking about my regimen, products that I've used, and I'm going to be showing you my skin bin, what I was using in the month of January going into February, which is the month that we're in right now. And also I'm going to be discussing some skin issues that I have. So for reference, I am 41 years old and I have aging skin. Obviously, my skin is normal to dry, and in the summer I do have like combination skin because throughout the year sometimes it changes, but I do get drier areas. I do have wrinkles, obviously. Acne is still a thing that happens on my face. So let's go ahead and talk about some things that I've used. So the first thing that I'm going to go through is cleanser. I can't stress this enough. You have to clean your face. I started off the month of January using the Dr. Brandt Clean Biotic. This is the pH Balance Yogurt Cleanser. I love this. This worked really well with my skin type. It didn't cause me to break out or anything. It felt smooth. It didn't overly dry my face. It didn't overly moisturize it. It was pure balance, like it says. I love that about this. So I definitely recommend this type of cleanser, and I would want to get this again in the future. Then when this was done, I went ahead and I started out with the Origins Checks and Balance. And this right here is a frothy face wash, and it's a mini sample. So I went ahead and threw it in there to give it a try. This has like a peppermint type of feeling to your face. It does make you tingle a bit when you're washing your face. This dried me out a little bit, and I did not prefer this for my skin type, but I went ahead and used it nonetheless. And then once this was done, I went ahead and switched over to the Ofra Foaming Cleanser, and this is the vitamin C one. This smells really nice, and it does cleanse the face. I haven't tested it against just removing makeup. I usually do a double cleanse, but we could talk about double cleanse in another video. For this one, we're just going to talk about what I've been using. So this right here worked fine just to remove like the regular dirt and debris that you have on your face from day to day. And also I went ahead and went bare skin so that you could actually see my skin in real life. Well, let's talk about toners. And for toners, I started out the month using the Dr. Brandt. I think this is the only toner that I have. I started out using the Dr. Brandt Antioxidant Spray Toner. This one has green and white tea extracts in it. Now this feels fine. It doesn't have the same scent as that other guy, but it doesn't have like a off-putting scent. It feels really good, and I really like the mist type of formula where you spray it on versus like putting it on a cotton pad. There's something to that I like. It feels refreshing. It sprays on and then I just pat it in. This is another step that I say you should not miss in your skincare routine. This really helps to balance out the skin, and I swear by toner. That's just one thing that I do. When it comes to serum, I went through a bunch of little serum bottles. The first one being one from Caudalie. This right here is the Vino Perfect, and I just did not like this. This has a dropper formula. That's not what bothered me. This has a weird scent to it, as well as it really made my skin kind of like goopy, like kind of itchy. When things are sticky, it makes me itch. And it also felt like it was breaking me out a little bit. So I had to force myself to use this. Not something that I would recommend for my skin. It wasn't good for me. So once this was over, I went ahead and tried something that I knew was going to work out for me. I went ahead with the Clarins. This is the photo tincture, and this was just also, again, a little sample. This, I really like the way it feels on my skin. Clarins just works for my skin type for some reason. I've used their products for years, and most of the time they don't break me out. I have a good reaction to them, so I usually run back to them whenever there's something going on. This one happens to be the Extra Firming Tightening Lift Botanical Serum. And then once that was done, I went ahead and tried something that I felt like I tried in the past, but I'm not 100% sure. And it was the Estee Lauder. This one is the Advanced Night Repair. And for this night repair, I really enjoyed the way this felt. This one has like a little scooping formula, which has like this little spoon, and you're supposed to just use this at night, but I went ahead and used it day and night just because I wanted to see, will it do if I wear it during the day? Nothing happened. I really enjoyed it. I really liked the way this felt. It felt really soft and creamy on the skin, but not overly moisturizing, which is something that I look for. I don't like my skin to feel like super like just wet or sticky, or just like if you just put a lot of lotion on it. I like my serum to be nice and lightweight, so this worked out for me. Once that one was finished, I went ahead and switched into the Shiseido. This one is the Power Infused Concentrate, and this felt really nice on my skin as well. It smells like their normal Shiseido formula, and it really worked out for my skin. So I have nothing but good things to say about these products, and usually my skin does really well with luxury products. It just knows what it likes. From there, I went ahead and switched over to the Bolero one. Now, this is a very inexpensive product that I get at the dollar store. It's the Bolero Hydrating Milk Serum, and this one is made with watermelon and licorice extract. I did not like the scent of this, but the formula itself was okay. I was okay using it. I didn't break out. I didn't have any issues with it. I just really don't like the scent, and scents are a big issue for me. If it smells like something that I don't like, I hate it instantly. But I went ahead and gave this the benefit of the doubt, gave it a try, and the serum itself worked. I just had to just bear down with that scent. Then the last one that I have is the one that I'm currently using, which is from First Aid Beauty. And from First Aid Beauty, this is the Ultra Repair Hydrating Serum. This one is a clear solution, very like soft, smooth. It's like, it's kind of airy in the sense that it's like watery, but not watery where it drips. I don't know how to explain it, but in any case, it has like that signature serum feeling to it, and so far it's treating my face nicely and I like it. One thing I threw into my skin regimen this time around was this tea tree night lotion that I found. This specifically I put into my regimen because of the tea tree, and tea tree helps with acne, so I wanted to go ahead and give something with tea tree a try. I've been using this after I do my serum. I've just been putting this on, and it's the only thing that I've been putting on for like acne treatment, and it works out. I don't think it's specifically supposed to be an acne treatment, but that's what I'm using it for, and I haven't broken out. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the eyes and creams and things that I use for my eyes. So I started off the month using the Origins Planscription. This right here is an anti-aging eye treatment. I did not like this. This didn't feel good under my eye, and I can usually tell when something doesn't work out for me because I start getting mealy, little whiteheads under my lids, and I just don't like getting that. So this was a product that caused that. You get like breakouts right in this area, and I had to like switch out from it a couple of times and then go back to it in order to see what was going on. So this one I did finish, but boy was it hard. Like I said, I switched out from that and I ended up going into the Lancome Regenolith, and this is a multi-action eye cream. I ended up using this guy up and just loving it. This felt so smooth and nice for under the eyes, for any of the crow's feet, for on the lid. I always like to put my eye serum all over the eye, not just under the eye, targeting like dark circles or wrinkles or things like that. I do like putting it on the lid too, because our mobile lid is very gentle and it also can get wrinkly. So all of my creams and lifting creams, things like that, tightening, firming creams, I like to put them on my eyelids so that they don't get saggy. This one was great. It worked really nice on my skin. Very pricey, but I think it was worth it for me. Once this one was done, I went ahead and switched into the Clarins Concentrate. This one right here, again, I've mentioned Clarins a bunch. And this is the Super Restorative Total Eye Concentrate. This again worked really nicely with my skin. Never have an issue with Clarins for some reason, so I went ahead and used that as my eye cream over the entire eye. And then for the last eye treatment that I've been using in the month of January going into February is the Dr. Brandt Retinol Eye Cream. This is the Ruby Crystal Complex. For some reason, this smells like bug spray. It smells horrendous. The cream itself feels nice, but the smell of it is just so unappealing. I cringe every time that I have to put this on just because I really do not like smells. But yes, this is what I've been using lately, and I do want to just get through it so that it's done and over with. I feel that it does work really well for my under eye, but that smell, they need to work on this smell. Something that I switched up in the month of January was doing a lot more eye treatments for some reason. And with that said, I did a bunch of eye masks. So eye mask is another way to just hydrate that skin under the eye, to help with dark circles, to help with any puffiness and things like that. So all of these sheet masks work for different things. Some of them are brightening, hydrating, others just have collagen, some are depuffing, you know. So throughout the month, I just threw in different eye masks to see how my face felt, how my under eye felt, and I just was targeting that area. For some reason, I wasn't sleeping enough and my under eye was getting darker. So that's usually blood pooling in under the eye, and just putting something cool like this just helps depuff that, help make that blood kind of break up and not look so dark under there. Really quick is that I did a nose strip. Sometimes I do nose strips, sometimes I don't. I forget about them, but I felt like I had a lot of blackheads, so I went ahead and did one from Mask Bar. This is an animals one. It had like a tiger print. It was really cute. It didn't really take out a bunch of anything. It probably did just around the sides, but I felt like I had more blackheads on the top of my nose and it did not remove them. So I will be doing some more nose strips in the future. Those are optional. So on occasion at night, I will go ahead and put on some facial oil. This one right here is from e.l.f. and I think it's excellent. It's one from their Cannabis Sativa collection, and I just love the way this oil feels. I cannot use this during the day because it does break up my foundation, but at night it does feel really nice and moisturizing. So on nights where I was using a cleanser that really stripped my face, and then when I toned, I felt like still a little dry, I would go ahead and use the oil. So this is like an alternating product that I will put into my regimen as needed. So let's talk about my obsession. You guys already know that I absolutely love face masks, and this is definitely a part of my regimen, a part of things that I use on the almost daily. I know that face masks aren't supposed to be a daily thing, but I did a challenge last year where I did a mask every single day of the year. I really enjoyed it, and my skin really notices the difference when I don't mask. So these are just a few of the masks that I did this year for different things. They all target different areas of the skin and different like parts of the skincare regimen that I would need. Some of them are deeply hydrating, other of them are, you know, antibacterial type of like acne reducing type mask. Some of them have vitamins and things like that. Some of them detox your skin. You know, they're all different, and they serve their purpose for different types of skincare days that I'm having. If you want to see more about my face mask, you can always go and check me out on Instagram. I usually post a bunch of my skincare things on there. It's just like where it's the easiest and accessible for me to do. But let's go ahead and go into moisturizers. So moisturizers are usually the end of my treatment. So what I was using in January was from Drunk Elephant, and it's the Proteiny Peptide Cream. And can I just tell you, this stuff is good. This stuff is really good. It's expensive, but I enjoyed it, and it made me really enjoy moisturizer. And I'm gonna say that because I typically do not like moisturizer or moisturizing my skin for some reason. I can do all the other things, but when it comes to moisturizer, I just feel like it's goopy, it's heavy, it's just gonna be thick, and I don't want anything thick like that on my skin to go to bed or to walk around during the day. This did not feel that way, and for that I love it. And I think I have another one in my drawer, so I'm going to be super excited to use it again. But once it's gone, I have to find something that's going to be just as good. So this was one that I used, and then from there I switched over, and like I said, it just made me think about my moisturizer a little bit differently. So I started using the Derma E, and this is the Skin Restore, and I'm currently using this, and I'm currently almost gone with it. This one also feels really lightweight, and I like that. It doesn't have an off-putting scent. It's very natural, clean brand, so it feels good. And these are setting really high bars for moisturizers, so I hope that I can keep the momentum when it comes to that. So then other things that I like to add into my regimen are like sleep mask, and the sleep mask that I have in my bin is one from Dr. Brandt again, and this is the Recovery Sleep Mask. This feels really great. You can put this over your moisturizer and go to bed with it. You wake up with silky smooth skin the next morning, and it's just really great for you. So these were all the products that I have been using on my skin. I know it's a lot. I know I'm giving you a lot of information all at once. So my suggestion to people who always ask me about my skincare regimen is find products that work well for you, that work for your skin. There's no one formula that's gonna work best for everyone, so you really have to look for individual products that work well for you. What you need to know is that you need a good cleanser, you need a good toner, and a good moisturizer. If you have those three things in your life, all the other things you can play around with, but those are the most essential things. So that was my skincare bin in a nutshell, things that I've been using. I hope you like this type of video. I will be bringing this back next month and showing you what I rotated in and out of my bin. And if you do, please go ahead, let me know about it down below in the comments. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Become a member of my GonzFam, and as always, from my house to yours. Love ya.